Replicator has some key functionality that can easily be bundled with all other MetaLogic solutions. Here we'll use the 3 most common business scenarios to present how other systems may assist in the sale. First, let's talk about geographically distributed farms. For Content Matrix, what can happen here is probably Replicator helping Content Matrix in this scenario, where if the customer is trying to upgrade a huge amount of information, but they're not going to be able to upgrade all business units, site collections at the same time, you can use Replicator to keep content up to date across those site collections, even if that user base hasn't moved there. We've seen this in cases of mergers and acquisitions working together. Control point, certainly you have global farms. It's possible that there is not a local SharePoint resource, so this gives a non-SharePoint administrator the ability to look into governance policies, or it gives the remote person the ability to see into the farms that are on the far end of the replication. Certainly Diagnostic Manager, the same situation, that there might be a non-SharePoint resource, but having Diagnostic Manager locally will allow them to see the farm health as always. And certainly there's a correlation between Replicator and StoragePoint, that if speed of content and complexity of SharePoint environment is high, that Replicator and StoragePoint go together. Looking at continuity of operations and disaster recovery, certainly backup is going to work with Replicator to fulfill a full life cycle of continuity of operations for a prospect's SharePoint environment. Here again, Control Point allows you to understand the production and disaster recovery governance, be able to view all farms from a centralized location. Diagnostic Manager again lets you perform proactive health in the situation of continuity of operations by allowing you to see both farms again from a central location. And then with StoragePoint, even further than backup, securing the content just another way by offloading the storage, so you can get a really full disaster recovery solution with content by Replicator, backup for disasters, and StoragePoint for ensuring 100% uptime. So really great story around continuity of operations. Then for the internet and extranet scenario, Replicator can partner with Content Matrix to lift and shift the initial migration of selected content, and then turn Replicator on to replicate the incremental. Certainly, as always, Control Point in the internet extranet scenario, making sure you understand and are in control of the permissions on the far side as much as possible. And why not have Diagnostic Manager to understand the health of your extranet environment? Sometimes this could be a completely separate farm, so you want to know how it's performing with the externals users using it. So there you go. While Replicator certainly does stand on its own and has many large sales, it's a solution that can stand even stronger together, fulfilling our prospects' pain points with other products in the MetaLogic's toolbox.